All right, so I've got to talk up this person that I just met. Okay.
Do it. Do it.
It's one of the finest bards in the land.
Oh, is he?
Master of Tulips, they call him.
Oh, why didn't they call him that?
Well, where it is, he's quite the lover. And after
Oh, it's fantastic.
After a night with him,
I love how he's peeking. He's like, I'm too embarrassed. I cannot show my face.
leaves a tulip on the pillow before he goes.
She seems genuinely flustered. She starts like fanning herself. Like, could you put in a good word for me with him?
The physics of this potential union boggle the mind. I do not.
And that is why
I do not.
attempting to facilitate. I got your back, tulips.
Best friends forever.
Thank you.
You're a better
Oh,
wingman
man.
than I am.
Aching cheekbones.
Little tits right there. Ow.
Tulips finished with performing. Everyone is happy. They throw the money on the stage. Wolfslayer gets back to the group.
Okay.
I quietly give him a little Barmaid's India. If he shows any sign of being vaguely interested or even just a little embarrassed himself, then I'll be like, make sure you leave a tulip on the pillow.
Yeah. Okay.
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 I give him a knowing jab with the elbow.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
What did you say? No, you don't have to tell me. It's fine.
Well, I've just concluded my feat of gastronomic endurance. I'm just feeding Gwen a few scraps, encouraging her to eat something. Right, so
Belfast, you feel much better. You feel almost more alive than you've ever felt before.
this is fantastic. I'm ready to go out. I don't know. I don't think it's been that long. I didn't take long to eat that. Good performance, by the way.
We're
But
talking about 11-ish now.
I feel like walking around a bit.
Rooms.
Got a lot of energy. I'm
Right.
just walking
11-ish
off.
in the morning or night? I assume night.
In the morning, you
Morning.
only got you haven't slept yet. You in the house, you haven't slept. You were injured, tears in your clothing, bits of blood in some places, fire damage, a foot.
Right.
I would like a bath. I would like to bathe.
You ready
In the blood of my enemies.
No, I was
Oh.
thinking with soap and water, and maybe some bubbles.
I assume you say this to the barmaid,
Yes,
or you just.
but in a
just-
more genteel sort of way.
Oh, okay. I'll go get them to send up a bath of water and some hot water to you.
Thank you kindly.
Do your friends she smiles and looks over at one in particular. Want a bath too?
You should ask yourself.
She just blushes and goes, oh, no, that's okay.
I go, oi, baths.
No, that's okay. I've got something to be. I need to go walk. I just feel full of energy. I don't need to rest.
Yeah, no, I
Anyone else want to
I'll
come
take
with?
I would like to
No.
bathe in the water of my hosts.
I'll
That
take
could be taken in a few ways, actually. I don't even want to think about it.
Oh goodness.
Belfast, it must be noted, by the way, that although everyone else still feels fairly tired, they're not like tired as in taking fatigue because they didn't sleep, because they did sleep, but it was unrestfully. You don't feel that bad. Now, you still have some
Oh, I'm
mental
aching
disturbance
from
the
everything.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have some like mentally a bit off from the issues that happened, but physically you feel fine. You feel pretty
Excellent.
good. Everyone else feels still a bit knackered. But yeah. In which
I have
case,
an
anyone
obsession
says they
with
want.
cleanliness, so I'll probably go for a bath.
So you say that to Wolfslayer, and Wolfslayer's standing next to the barmaid. And the barmaid goes, "Oh, okay. I'll bring his up." And she
Definitely,
gets
of course.
4 keys out, hands the 4 keys to Wolfslayer.
Okay.
Yes, 4 rooms. Oh,
All
wait.
for you.
Hand out the keys.
This
And
bed
she,
is
she
too
indicates
hard.
one in
This bed is
particular and
too
goes,
soft.
"Oh, that one's for tulips."
I give tulips the
Like
knowing
specifically,
guy.
get a specific key. Right then.
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, right. Well, I'm heading out. I'm gonna go for a walk. See the sights. It's been too long since I've been in the city.
Right. Don't cause too much trouble without us. And I'll go take my bath.
Okay, you go take your bath.
I should take this in stride. I'm a bard, damn it. I can't do it.
Hey, tulips! Enjoy being naked and wet. I shout across, pointedly across the barmaid to tulips.
Thank you.
See me,
barmaid.
bath.
Sort of tries to make herself appear small despite being directly in between the two of you. Sort of blushes. She's now like a deep shade of maroon. She's like almost like this color.
Okay. Almost like us.
Aramil, what are you doing?
Well, I'm fairly tired, actually. I mean, it's morning, I know, roughly, but I'd rather just take the mid-afternoon to rest, meditate, do my whole meditate thing.
Sure. You can take 8 hours
I'll be-
now till...
I'll be off
yeah.
time. Yeah, I'll be off of everyone else, but I don't care. I'll just rest.
Tulips,
Yep.
you want that bath?
Yes. Well, of course.
To go upstairs, you go down the doors, checking the key, and you're like, well, that's not the right number. That's not the right number. And you get to the end door, which is quite obviously like the bridal suite in effect. It is the premier room at the hotel, and you notice that it is the key for that door. You open the door, and while Wolfslayer has a fairly nice room, but it is, it's one room. It's designed for one person. It's a small room. Big tin bath dumped in the middle of it on top of a rug. You go in, and instead you find a big four-poster bed with cloth hangings across it for curtains, a big sort of bay window looking across the street.
That pillow isn't covered in tulip petals. I'm going to be disappointed.
Posters on the walls.
Oh.
And in the center is a big tin bath with some water, and the halfling is up there pouring water into the bath and goes, "Oh, sorry, it's not quite ready. Let me just finish." And she accidentally tips over a bucket of water all over the floor.
I thought you were going to say over herself.
Right.
Oh my god, this is like one of those dodgy films. It's like, okay. Oh dear, I'm wet. How did that happen? Oh, care to help me, kind adventurer? Tulips, this is fantastic. We're not even there, and this is amazing.
I will help with the spill by normal physical scrubbing means, whatever helps to.
Working up a sweat.
Okay,
see.
so you go over, you pull out around bits of cloth in your inventory or whatever, and you start trying to help mop it up. And she's down on her hands and knees trying to do the same. And goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
Don't tell me they both reach for the same brush, and their hands just gently caress one another. He's
Sadly,
rolling
that doesn't
dice.
happen.
Ah, damn it! That would have been perfect.
She bumps into you a few times and then just completely blushes again, and says, "Oh, is there anything else I can help you with?" And she looks you up and down.
Don't tell me she's going to go for the. Oh, I thought it was the broom handle trick.
Quickly running out of drink over here.
I love how our Bard's player is getting flustered by the idea of his Bardic tiefling getting come onto by a halfling maid.
Because I'm trying to roleplay this, and I'm trying to disassociate myself from real life to this. Okay, so I will mention a few. I'm gonna start speaking poetically, but I will say, my shoulders are a bit tight, and if she wouldn't mind rubbing my shoulders, that's all I'm saying. I'm not. That's it.
You say this
Okay,
as you're stripping to climb into the bath, because you know that would be.
And now is where we swap to Malthus.
Yes, I think at this particular point we could probably
Tulips disrobes to get into the bath
Face
and
back.
indicates that he would like his shoulders massaged. Make a persuasion check.
Do I get advantage?
I think
Yeah,
he deserves an
you're
advantage. Yeah,
Easily.
you get advantage.
need
You're
an
naked.
assist.
triple
That
advantage.
was a good assist. You get advantage.
I love that.
I mean,
triple
she's such an easy barmaid. You should get like triple advantage, right? No.
All right.
Whoa! That's not easy. She's going after a tiefling. Like that is kinky beyond extremes for a halfling. I mean, come on.
Hey, maybe she's into that. Maybe.
Well,
maybe
that's
she's
what I'm
into.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Perhaps
there goes
just
my reputation for
23.
being
Wow.
a work safe stream.
there we go.
Exactly.
No, we're
I
gonna go
agree.
work safe. The camera pulls away
Oh,
through the door,
Oh goodness.
and we cut to Malthus.
And you hear this kind
Alright.
of childish giggling.
So
that's
Tulips
fantastic.
nailed that roll.
Oh, whoa! We know nothing beyond
Amazing.
a massage that may lead to other
Yeah.
things.
Wolf's
He
Lair,
nailed-
perception check.
Make a
Was
perception.
that
the
Make a
roll.
perception check.
perception? I
Her
can't
You're
ear
awake. Aaron,
pressed
stop meditating. You're awake
against the wall. Glass.
perception.
No.
I see nothing.
See nothing. You hear nothing. You speak nothing. You're good. You're good. Okay,
See no evil, hear
Malthus,
no
you
evil,
are
speak no
outside.
evil.
The world is bright. It's a new shiny day. The sun is glowing. People are talking. The smells seem even stronger than usual. You can smell cooked meats and a dog going nearby. And the world is just a lovely world today. You feel great.
This feels amazing. Like I no idea. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a walk. The very first thing I'm gonna do, but can we retroactively just ask something? Because in
Sure.
the mansion, we did ask: are we splitting the money, or like are we pooling the money, or does Malphas just still have the 40 gold gems he found, or did we share it out? Like we can say, like after, like on the
Well-
walk here, because it was 2 miles. They
Did
might have
Briar-
come up again.
Tulip specifically mentioned that it was he thought these were group funds, and you said something similar.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
So I
with
think
them
it's
being group
reasonable
funds.
to assume we all got together and shared the wealth.
Is that all right? Because I just want to know what I've got to spend. Because right now Malphas feels so good, he'll just spend whatever he's
I
got in
mean,
his pouch, whether he thinks
I-
it is or not.
Yeah, and I still have at least two people's money? I don't even remember. When we divvied out ages ago, one person took their portion of the initial funds that we got
Yeah, that was
in
me.
the first town.
That was Malphas.
Right, because I
Malphas
couldn't
took
carry.
that.
All the group wealth dropped when I.
And
Wow,
then
shit.
the payment from the ghouls and whatnot is on Scarlet.
Yeah,
So that's off the table right now.
yeah.
Oh, any group funds that she was carrying, specifically group funds, she would have left with the piece of paper in the manacles. Just
Which we
for
won't know the
simplicity's
value.
sake.
Man, those were some
No.
really... No,
On the
We have
floor,
plenty of money.
outside.
You don't need
Okay,
to-
then you're good. Don't need to do that.
No,
Okay.
because who leaves a bag of money out in the middle
yeah.
of nowhere?
Because it's going to be a sizable amount.
Okay,
If
fair enough.
someone didn't nick it, the Ravens would have. Oh, shiny! So much shiny.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fantastic.
So,
The Ravens.
right. So I've got, 65. I've spent 2 of it, but
I've got 40
65
of the group's
gold of
funds.
Group funds, plus still 24 from before that I'm carrying for other people.
Okay, leave the 24 out of it for the second because we'll split what is involved with me,
Right.
and then the rest can be split the remainder.
Right.
Um,
So who else is carrying money that's group
I've got
funds?
40.
All right, so we're at 105.
And did you have any tulips?
I had previously.
20.
Yeah, but then I gave 10 away.
That's fine. It,
So-
it wasn't even your issue at that. But we'll just
Yeah,
say that's the
41,
group.
it was 41, then it was 31, then I got 2 from the stage, so I got 33. But
The 2 from
Maybe
the
that-
stage is yours.
Yeah, you keep that. That was yours, unless you specifically want to.
So it was
say
41, then it was 31. So,
So
we're at
just add 31.
136.
Okay.
Anybody else? Aramel, did you find any upstairs?
I only found potions. I don't have any group funds because they are not good for me to
that-
hold on to.
Actually works out pretty well. We each get 44. Did I do that right?
Wouldn't it be split
No, 34.
5
excuse me.
ways? Yeah.
No, because Scarlet wasn't there for any of this. Just like I'm not taking a piece of the
Right, okay.
30 that you guys handed in from the ghouls.
Well, I would actually say you should, because you were there for half of it at least.
I wasn't there for any of the fights except that one with the halflings. No, I don't need
Okay.
any of that money.
That's true, actually. You weren't there for any of the but we got paid for.
Yeah.
Shifty eyes. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sure.
and that's
However much
why
money.
I'm saying I'm not taking any of that money. But
that's fine.
likewise, I think it balances out
Yeah.
with Scarlet not taking any of the money from this.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So how much would have been handed over to each person again? Sorry, how much was
So there's 4 of us. It's 136.
Mhm.
So 120 divided by 4 is 30,
that? Yes.
and then 16 divided by 4 is 4.
4,
So
yeah.
34. And did anybody want
was
to
good math.
check that math for me?
It's good.
I used a calculator. I'm pretty sure you're right.
Well
Pretty
done.
sure.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
group funds are effectively like spread out.
Okay.
No more group funds.
The remaining group funds, Aramel, I have 8 gold for you and 8 for Scarlet.
They're group funds or they're my funds that you
They're
were holding
yours.
from me.
Your
If they're
funds.
my funds, I can take them. If I can hold my own money, I cannot hold group funds.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the money from way back, that 24 gold, that's split between 3 people.
Okay.
Because
So just give me-
Melfas took his, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
We're going all
Well,
the
just-
way back, Melfas?
Just give
Ave?
me my share, and I
I think we've
Okay.
lost him.
I'm sorry. I was reading my chat. They were talking about people were
Melfas,
being
the,
really weird about it.
the way back money,
Yeah.
you had taken your share.
Yeah, I said
correct?
that. I said that before you.
Okay. I just wanted to verify before I gave Aramel
Okay,
his,
no,
and
that's
then I
fine.
write down that I... That
Sorry,
I
that's
have
why I was
8
tuning out, because I've
for-
already
Yeah.
accounted for
8
everything.
for
Melfas.
Scarlet. 8 for
Melfas,
Scarlet.
you have money.
Yeah.
42 for
Okay,
me.
so wandering around.
So did you give me the money then, Anna?
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
You get
You gave me 8
42. 42, Aramel,
Okay.
34
so
plus
Melfas,
8.
you're walking around.
yes.
is 42.
I'm at 68 then, just so everyone knows.
Okay.
There, done. I'm done. Go ahead.
Yay.
Belfast.
Right. Okay. So the first thing that Melfas is actually going to do is he's going to walk around and visit, like, because he can move quickly through a city because of city secrets. He's going to start trying to find his way to as many smiths and tinkerers as he can and ask about the boomsticks.
Okay. You quickly come by a dwarvish armor smith
Okay.
who does, some work with armor and weapons. No one particularly tinkerish come to mind immediately.
Okay.
However, you can ask around if you specifically want someone who's a tinkerer. However, the first person obviously nearby, actually, just off the square, is a dwarvish armor smith who is, some people mentioned to you, including a couple of people working at the bar, is a pretty good armor smith.
Okay. Right. Well, entering his smithy, I.
You go out front and you can see there is a dwarvish armor smith.
Oh, right. I can just see. it.
And there's a male dwarf sitting there with a hammer beating what is apparently a best plate on an anvil, moving it around occasionally. He goes, "Hey, can I help you?"
That you can, friend. I wonder if you've ever seen anything like this before. And I pull out the big boomstick.
No. What does it do?
That's what I'm trying to work out. I mean, I've kind of seen what it does, but I don't know how it does it. I've got a bit of an idea, but
Do you mind if I have a look?
yeah, by all means, I hand it over.
Do you hand over the musket or the booms, the short boomstick?
The musket. The big boomstick.
Hey. Well, what does it do?
Well, best that I can see, it kind of works like a wand, but it doesn't seem to be magical. It seems to be mechanical. And it causes an explosion out of the end. No, don't worry. I don't know. It seems to be out of charges, but I don't know how it works. It seems to work by machinery. Something happens. You put this stuff in it, and I show him the pouches. And an explosion comes out the end. You aim it, or rather you shoulder it, kind of like a bow in a way, but... And I just go through the motions, demonstrate. Have you seen anything like this? Do you know anyone who might know about it? We've seen a lot, but I've never seen one.
It works like a wand. You'd always ask at one of the mages, but I mean,
it's not magical. It doesn't seem magical to me.
Aye, well, if you want me to, I can have a look and take it apart. I mean, I don't know what it is. I can't guarantee it will go together again the same way, but I can take it apart and have a look at it if you want.
At that point, I produce the small boomstick. I say,
Okay.
these seem to be the same things, just that one's that's a bigger one.
They're multiplying.
And take this one apart. I'll keep that one intact.
Okay. He gives you the musket back, and he takes a smaller boomstick off you. And he goes, oh, aye, they look the same. Follow me. And he beckons you into his workshop.
Okay.
He opens the door and goes in. You go in, you see racks upon racks of different shapes of armor, different pieces of armor, halfway in construction, different styles. Obviously things that he's just been randomly trying out in terms of pieces of armor.
Do I see any sort of like horse armor? Does he seem like...
Yeah, you do see a few bits of not a full suit of barding, but there are bits and pieces here.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm not going to distract him at the moment, but Malfaston takes note.
He puts on an eyeglass and gets out a little screwdriver and starts to move pieces and get some pliers out and rip something off with some force. It's not like he tears something, but he has to get some force behind something and brute strength. And you notice when he does that, muscles ripple down his arm.
Okay.
And this is a properly built dwarf.
Yeah.
And you see when he does that, it creases and you see like a big scar on the side of his arm and one on the side of his jaw as well.
Well, while he's working, I get just kind of trying to engage in sort of idle conversation. Say, how did you get those scars?
I used to work up at the dwarf hold at north of here. And, it's a bit busy down there sometimes.
Yes. Kind of just nod and just let him get on with his work.
Okay.
Don't pry too much.
He gets on his work, and then about 20 minutes later,
Okay.
he's definitely been looking at this thing quite a bit, and he's kind of rapt attention almost. Kind of almost forgets you there part of it, and he goes, okay, I think I have a vague idea how this works. I'm not sure about the very specifics of it, but I think I know how a few things work. And he beckons you over,
Okay.
and he says, this here is a trigger, just like on a crossbow.
Right.
You pull the trigger, and it does whatever it does. Now, this trigger is attached to springs and gears and levers. These make this
Hammer.
Cursed item.
thin hammer. Yes, it's like a tiny little hammer. Fling forwards and hit this like pan. It's like a small pan thing. Now, something is meant to be in that pan, and there is a groove that goes into the tube. And somehow, whatever goes into that tube causes something to come at the end, is my assumption.
Okay. Well,
Now, I don't have exactly what goes in there.
At that point, I show him the pouch, because you said that they were like almost like cartridges.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, they're basically...
And I show him that I've got these. I've only got two, but have to be careful with these because much like the other, I don't have a spare beyond this one. I want to keep two intact. But if I'm fine if you want to take that apart and whether you can put it back together or not, if you can work out how it works.
Well, I can always try and put it back together, but maybe it's a good idea to test it with one of those and see what happens. Maybe we'll have a better knowledge of how it works.
By all means, just don't test it at me.
Puts the thing back together.
Okay.
He manages to put it together what appears to be correctly to you.
Okay.
He puts the thing in the end. He looks at it. He pulls out like just a random metal rod he's got lying around and uses it to push the thing down the end. And he notices that when it gets to the end, something on the cartridge snags, and this powder falls into the pan.
Okay.
And he goes, that would explain that. Pulls the hammer back.
Okay.
And it clicks into place. In this fairly empty, like workshop with people milling about outside. he aims it and goes, how much of a... How dangerous is it?
People were using it to kill things, so it's at least as dangerous as crossbow or a bow.
Oh,
It caused a bit of
he
a...
goes...
Yeah.
goes
You
up to
might
one
you
end,
might
gets-
might not want to be near anything precious or pointing it at anything precious.
He gets a breastplate down. You say that. He puts the breastplate back up. He pulls up a sheet of iron.
Okay.
Obviously, he's been beating stuff on top of this iron. It's just got hammer dints everywhere. It's a good, maybe quarter of an inch thick. So we're talking like 4-gauge steel. Puts some logs behind it to keep it propped up.
Mm-hmm.
Points it and pulls the trigger.
Okay.
At which point, the hammer flies forward, hits the pan. There is a spark in the pan, and out the front, there is a flash, bright light, loud ringing sound in your ears. All the breastplates in here sort of emphasize that, sort of with the ringing sound.
That's quite
and
a powerful
the sheet of metal in the
explosion,
front. The sheet of metal in the front, bam, a hole is punched through.
Okay.
And he goes over. You can't hear the cart that loudly. Go away, cart. You go over to the metal plate, and the hole is clean through.
Dodge to the side. No. Sorry.
And he looks at it and goes,
I should have picked carts to think we're cursed.
I know, seriously.
"First cart.
Destroy
If you ever
all the
leave the
carts."
cart." And he looks at it and goes, "This is dangerous."
Yes. Yes, it is. Dangerously awesome.
I don't know about that. And he hands it back to you.
Okay.
I mean, crossbows are problematic enough, but that... You could carry that around and shoot someone. And they can
That...
be hidden. It doesn't take any training. And it can punch a hole through steel.
Fantastic. Now, what you can tell about the pouch that you put inside, what is it made of? Where can I get more? How can I make more?
I didn't check the pouch. I checked if it fired. The pouch, from what I could tell, appeared to have some sort of pebble or ball bearing in it, and some sort of powder in the end.
Alchemist,
I'm not sure about the powder.
Are there any alchemists in town?
I mean, there's maybe a couple. I mean, you can try them if you want. There's Magic Mike, and I believe there is
Magic Mike.
another one. I mean,
The
we're in
dwarf
a
gets
hobbit town.
interviewed later.
Yeah.
We're in a hobbit town. It's not particularly going to have the
Tiefling
most...
came in and asked me about explosives. I don't know what could possibly go wrong from that.
Days later, Parliament explodes!
After a run with the guards. I mean, really.
It's fantastic.
All
Okay,
going
well,
to end now.
thank you very much, my good man, for your troubles. And I flick him a gold.
Aye. Well, thank you very much. You be careful what you do with that.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be very careful with it. Now, before I leave,
Okay.
Bam.
if...
Sorry.
Bang!
We're
The
all
shop is now mine!
We're all...
Take the gold back.
And now, before I leave, you must die.
You know too much.
The problem is with Melfast, it'd be misfire.
Yeah, it would. I'd kill myself.
Yeah.
But,
Critical fail.
yeah. How would you be at making armor for a giant badger? Now, before you give me a weird look, I know it's a stupid, weird question,
gives you a weird
but
look.
it's a genuine question. How much would it cost, and would you be able to do it?
I mean,
It's similar to a horse. Mention that.
I mean,
Horse armor.
what are you looking for? Like leather armor, or are you looking for steel plate?
Well, it
Email?
depends. I mean, it's a badger. I'm not a ranger. I know a friend. I know, again, that sounds completely unlikely, but I have a friend.
Unlikely that you have a friend.
Yes, that too. But
Great.
would you be able to make armor? Maybe metal, maybe leather. I'm not sure. But is that something you'd be able to do? We might be here for a while, and if you can, then I might be back with some business.
Well, I can. I mean, how big is a giant badger? I mean,
Well, it's
we're
a badger
talking
and it's a
full-on-
giant. I
It's
don't know.
medium.
I mean, I describe Squishy because I've not got a real idea in my head. You've often described it in relation to Scarlet, but I'm much bigger. So I just kind of do the whole arm is yay big sort of thing. Yay
Okay,
tall.
in which case he says, "Oh well, I mean, I could make some. Depends what you want. I mean, what do you want? You want like leather or hide or chain shirt? I mean, what's your budget?
How much would a chain shirt cost?
Well, if we make that for Badger, I mean, we're probably talking 200 gold pieces.
All right. And how much would a leather armor be? Some sort of leather harness.
Probably about 40 to 50.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I'm sure I will be speaking with you again.
I mean, do you want a saddle with that as well?
Now you mention it, that might be a good idea.
Battle Badger.
Yeah. How much would that be? Armor, leather armor with a saddle.
Saddle, 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 saddle. Where are the saddles?
I'm not paying for the song. Just
Is that the song? Saddle, 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 saddle.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
we're talking
it's
about
very-
a badger.
very good
Badger,
song.
badger,
Badger.
yeah.
Badger, 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 badger.
Saddle.
Saddle,
exotic,
60 gold pieces. Oh, that's aquatic or flying though.
Okay.
Riding would be 10, military 20. You've
He looks you up and down.
Sorry.
You're armed. He goes,
Trying to help.
probably going to be 20 gold pieces if you want a full-on military saddle. If you want saddle bags, that's another 4 gold pieces.
All right. Well, again, thank you for your time, but how long would it take for you to fashion such armor?
I mean, I'd have to take dimensions and then I'd have to start, building the damn thing. I mean, leather's not going to be as long as a chain shirt, and chain shirt's not going to be long as like something like a plate, but you're still looking at, probably at least a week. I mean,
Okay.
and he gestures up at all the things he's got half built. I'm a fairly busy dwarf, you see.
Understood. Well, thank you for your time. I won't take any more of it up.
Sure. And if you got any more business for me, then you come over here, and I'm perfectly happy to take more business.
Of course. Well, at that point, I leave the shop.
And then as you go to leave, he goes, "By the way, that weapon of yours, don't use it on the guards."
Why would I use it on anyone that didn't deserve it? Do the guards deserve it?
I've heard some of the guards have been murdered recently, and it was by some weird exotic weapons that.
Is this
people
because I'm a
describe as
tiefling?
weapons. He looks at you and gives you a look like, "I'm a dwarf, and I'm living in a Hobbit city kind of look."
One small person, another small person.
I hope you didn't say that. And he says,
See, dwarves aren't little people though. They're because they're stocky.
So you're saying
They
they're
don't qualify as
fat
little
people.
"Yeah, they
Okay.
count as medium as well."
Oh, do they actually? I didn't know that.
See?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
That's what it says.
Well, some of the guards have been murdered recently, and they were described as being attacked with metal wands.
Well, thank you very much.
They seem
for
like
the-
a decent fella, and I don't think he would have, probably you or any of I mean, especially since you're a tiefling, and if someone had seen a tiefling murder a guard, that would be a completely different story. But you might want to just be aware that flashing that thing near the guards is probably not a good
At
idea.
that point, I kind of tuck the boomstick under my cloak. Thank you very
okay.
much for the advice. Where might I speak to someone about these murdered guards? Is there a captain of the watch? Where would I find him?
I mean, you can talk to catch him the watch if you want. He looks a little bit nonplussed for a moment and says, he's got a house up in the center district, and if that won't do, then, well, I think he's got evening shift at the gate tonight.
Okay. At that, Malphas nods, and his player tries to leave the tavern so that the other players can have a moment to shine. Also, I want to know if Tulips has any weird bruises.
Weird bruises?
A dice roll.
I'm sorry, Tulips.
Tulips, she was fairly inexperienced, and you had to be fairly gentle.
Oh my lord! Wow!
No,
Wow! Oh my lord!
There we go. That's all we'll say about that.
You're welcome, Tulips.
Tulips, you dog.
I don't know if it matters, but are we staying around for the evening song? Because I have a new song. I swear it's PG rated.
Okay.
Completely.
At some
You come
point, I
downstairs
want-
buttoning up like your shirt or whatever.
What were you saying?
At some point, I do want to go out for a brief shopping trip, but I like
Okay.
no real roleplay needed unless I need
Yeah.
to do that to be able to haggle or whatever.
Yeah, I specifically
Well, we
wanted
can do
to
the
ask
next
about
session because we're coming
yeah.
to the
Okay.
close of this session. And as Tulips exits his room, the half having exited a few hours ago, Tulips
No.
exits his room to find Wolfslayer also leaving hers.
And I give her this look.
Aramil opens the door at the same time. You all meet in the corridor. Malthas comes up the stairs to see you guys, having been wandering for most of the day. And we'll cut to the next session.
All right.
You
Okay.
dirty dog, Tulips.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I like it. It was fantastic.
The song will have to wait till next time,
Quick!
everybody.
Indeed.
Quick, no, quick, everyone, roll a d20
Kill the
plus
wagon.
2. That's my dodge roll for the wagon.
Oh,
Dodge the
Plus
car.
two.
Dodge
It
the
almost
car.
ran me over.
I've got
What?
3.
I-
I've got much
I-
better dice.
Wolfslayer is
Wow.
wow. Heart, squished into the ground. She's now dead. No death saving throws allowed.
No.
Over.
No. I take that card down. It may hit me.
She rages. No, I really think every
I don't care
time we
if I
hear that
rolled well.
card,
That just means it hit me, but that doesn't mean that it destroys me. I could destroy it.
you have to roll a strength, like an acrobatic saving throw. I just think it's legit. That's what makes sense. Come on.
It's true.
Okay. But yeah, we're gonna end the episode there. An interesting episode, to say the
Yeah.
least.
Sorry, everyone, for the long. I'm in a smithy away from everyone else, but I really wanted to try and get some clues on the boomsticks. I want
Very
to be
much
able to
needed,
use my
in fact.
boomsticks. God damn it! Carrying these things around, I can't use them against anyone.
You can.
Gods included. Well, I can. I can now. I can with much better chance of not using it accidentally against myself.
Yeah.
I wonder.
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I just want to shout out, thank you very much to the Metasapien for doing our artwork. Lizard Eat Flies,
Thank you
who
very much.
did, the intro music for Wolfslayer's part, which is pretty badass.
Gotta turn the volume up on that.
You have to
Oh.
turn the
On
volume up.
the music in Wolf Slayers, you can't really hear it.
Okay. I'll turn that up and I'll turn the general volume down because people are saying the general volume is too high. Also, thank you very much to Blackie who did the donation bar that I've got on my screen, which I need to reorientate to the new stream format because I've now got 6 people on screen. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Donors.
Oh yeah, we're going to get to the donors.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Well, we will read the donation list out very last, but thank you very much to everyone who donated to Charity Water. Very much appreciated. And anyone who just, couldn't afford to donate or whatever and just watched, because that's kind of the point. We have fun playing D&D and hopefully provide good entertainment for you. But yeah.
Also, get well soon, Scarlett.
Yes.
Yes.
If you haven't sent her love already, you can do so on Twitter at Miss Carsonell. Tell her how much you miss her.
Alongside.
Yeah. My chat really was asking. A lot of people want to know where she is. So hopefully next week.
Yeah. Right. Where briefly can anyone find you between now and next week? What will you be doing? And then we'll get on to reading out the donation list.
Well, Brightstone can be found in the Brown Trout Bridal Suite with an inexperienced maid.
Wow, chicka chicka wow, chicka chicka wow wow, wow, chicka chicka wow wow.
I'm just a canvas. I let you do these things. I give you a world.
I'm
You
gonna.
can explore.
I will
whatever
say-
you like of the world.
I am going to say, in Tulip's defense, it was far less Tulip's doing and much more Wolseley and Malpass's doing. I mean, if he chooses to thank us, that's fine, young love.
Short love.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Well, I can be
Fun
found at
times.
geekfleet.com because spelling my actual Twitch name is awful, and Twitch has still not implemented a name change policy. So yeah, thegeekfleet.com. I'm going to be Twitch streaming. Probably Elite at some point, more Fallout 4, which is okay because Arumba doesn't watch me. And yeah, Elite, Fallout, probably some other stuff. Tomb Raider, if I can get my hands on an Xbox. It'll be good times. That's all I got.
Okay.
Next.
Well, I can be found at pretty much Avac everywhere except for Twitter, where I am Avac_, because some scallywag already stole the name. I don't even. But yeah, you can on YouTube expect more Fallout 4, more Anno 2205, and more Planet Base, as well as intermittently various other games such as From the Depths, Robocraft, Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, and also Mass Effect. In fact, I will be streaming on Saturday at 9 p.m. GMT, that is UTC plus 0. More Mass Effect this Saturday. This Mass Effect 1, I'm effectively going through it blind, more or less, where I am right now. And having some really, really great fun. Every time I play it, I think, right, I'm going to do 6 hours, and then I'm going to stop. That's my usual stopping point, 6 hours stream. And then I'm like, yeah, I start at 9 p.m. and then 7 a.m. Oh, yeah, I probably should stop about now. I was wondering why I was so tired, and the ferrets were trying to eat me through their cage. They're hungry. Such a Moorish game. You just lose yourself in it. It's really good.
Yeah,
really enjoying it.
It is. One of the few games I've 100%ed.
Oh, wow. Not sure I will.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where you can find me. I nominate Arumba next.
Over the next week, you can find me playing my brand new Crusader Kings 2 campaign with the Solar Gamer, Stijo, and Shenner. And it's really cool. Playing as Venetian patricians. It's really cool. It's an older game. It's like 4 or 5 years old now, but it's really stood the test of time. It's a great game. And also, I'll probably be playing, I don't know, either Binding of Isaac or StarCraft 2 or something like that. Something new. Not Fallout 4, because it looks stupid. But anyway, Briarstone, or whoever.
I'm gonna be
hasn't
playing
done
that stupid game. A lot.
High five!
Yay! But yes, when it comes to where you can find me on youtube.com/Briarstone. Gotta put a D at the end of Briarstone there on YouTube. Twitter is Briarstone_LP. Facebook is Briarstone, just normally Briarstone. And of course, on Twitch, you can find me at Briarstone. That would be that's the main places you can find me. And as I mentioned, I will be playing Fallout 4 as Donald Trump. There's going to be a Let's Play on YouTube for Donald Trump in Fallout Wasteland. Yep, he's going to traipse the Wasteland. Donald Trump. This is what's going to happen. Anyway, low intelligence. Very high charisma, though. I need that for game-breaking things. But anyway, there's also going to be Billy Idol on Twitch. More Fallout 4 on Twitch. But I'm going to be playing as Billy Idol, so look forward to Billy Idol music. Plus, of course, just trying to figure out how
When's your Fallout 4 stream happening? What's the schedule for that?
The stream is, well, actually, it starts tomorrow at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
I shall
yes,
endeavor
from
to
that-
be there.
Yeah.
So, how do you spell your YouTube again?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Briarstone with a D at the end of it. It's Briarstoned.
That's what the maid got.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and I'm Enterilissium. You can find me at Enterilissium on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, pretty much everywhere. I will be playing, of course, Fallout 4 like everyone else on the planet except for Arumba.
Because Arumba hates happiness.
Yes, Arumba does hate happiness. I'm currently playing a lady who had some sort of traumatic injury in the Great War and has voices in her head and obsessive-compulsively collects and hoards stuff, including coffee cups. She can't get enough coffee cups. And other than that, just the general stuff I normally play, including things like Prison Architect. But let's get on to the donations and
Yes.
let's read them out. Who wants to read them out today? I cannot. I've got the wrong browser up.
I have to go. I'm sorry.
Oh, no
Wish I
way.
could stay.
Bye, Arumba.
Thank you.
I have. I feel bad every week because it's, I leave early, but I got the 3 kids who don't have water,
If
You
it
gotta give
makes
him
you
water.
feel any better, we can't start earlier because of Avek. So
Yeah.
Balance it
So
out.
blame Avak. There you go.
That's
I don't
okay.
like blame
Thanks for
myself.
watching. I'll be here next week. Thanks,
Blame
guys.
me, because I've got manly broad shoulders. I can shoulder this burden. Unlike a Rumba, he's very willowy and fragile.
Unless I'm a bear. When I'm a bear, I will kick your ass.
It's true. He will.
From here to Tiananmen Square.
True. See you guys soon.
Take
Okay,
care,
bye.
Rumba.
See you later.
Okay, so who wants to do the donation readouts?
I do not have them up on the browser, I'm afraid.
To be quite honest,
I
I
don't
also
either.
have to take off.
Okay,
No.
Tulips, Briarstone, goodbye.
Yep.
Okay,
You need to rest after that
I will
crazy
open
Hobbit barmaid action.
Yes. That.
that one. Right, let's open
everything's
this
getting all shifted and stuff. It's no good. Bye,
See you
Briarstone.
later, everybody.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
Brightstone. Hope you enjoyed
See
me.
ya. Ah,
Say hi to the
always
barmaid.
up. Give her a wink.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right.
It's all really shifting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as everything is shifted, and because I have prepared my overlay with everyone's like icons underneath,
See,
I can just turn the cameras off and you can still see who is meant to be there.
No. See, I got it set up so that I have one if we lose one person, but if we lose two, then I'm in trouble.
Alas.
Oh well, we'll have to make do. I've got Malthus, half one face in one box, half another face in another box.
It's okay.
Anna, you're kind of just filling one box entirely, cutting off like your arms. It's going really well. Right, so we have 6 hours ago, Lucas Horton. Really glad Briarstone is joining us as regulars. Hope that would happen. $10. Thank you very much, Lucas. Macy J donated $5 3 hours ago. What a lovely stream. I hope it helps. Everybody deserves a chance. I hope the streams are going to continue for a while. Inverted commas, smiley face. Thank you very much, Macy. Hula One, a rumba is love, a rumba is life. Welcome, Tulux, and get well soon, Annalise. Love. Hula One, thank you very much for $5 there. Mighty Rick donated $20 3 hours ago. Our fatigue rogue has vision. They had quite a fight, and Melthus took the flight. Now they must continue their mission. I hope Annalise feels better soon. Thank you very much, Mighty Rick. Floyd, $5 2 hours ago. Thank you all. D&D is greater than Fallout. I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Ramonique, $10 an hour ago. Have a drink on me.
I haven't got much left.
Wah. It's a pun.
Level 39 Nerd donated $11 43 minutes ago. Trying to absorb your crit fails with lots of ones myself on 11/11 at 11/11 CUT. Awesome streams of awesome people. Awesome course. Please never stop them. Winky smiley face. Thank you very much, Nerd. Floyd, $5 9 minutes ago. One episode. Tulip Song. Forbidden Tiefling Hobbit Love. Boomsticks. And a potentially Badger Armor. And 2 minutes ago, the Meta Sapir donated $20. It wasn't at 100%. Fixed.
Yay!
And Role4It has just died, apparently.
No!
Oh, well, that's a good time for it to die. But yeah, thank you very much who watched, everyone who donated, everyone who supported us. Go check out everyone in between now and next week. And of course, if you missed any part of this, the VODs will go up on Monday as per usual and onwards. I tend to post in one entire chunk. Aravak posts in segmented. I know some people prefer each type, so there we go. I don't know what Arumba's currently doing for his VODs. I know he does VODs, so.
I think he does them all in one chunk as well.
One chunk as well, okay. But yeah, so if you want to go check them out there, go ahead. And
I
of
generally
course,
split
send
mine up
Annalise love.
into two before and two episodes before the break and then 2 episodes after the break. Though given that this one was a little bit in the middle, I'll probably swing that around a little bit. But yeah, they're generally about 30, 40 minutes long each.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, thank you very much everyone for coming, and we'll get you next week. Until then, stay shiny.
Bye.
Have a great day, night cycle, everyone.
Great day, night cycle. That's fantastic.